hands just like Tom.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Kaepernick. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. Interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Third and long, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
3rd
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
First down. Swift down to the 25. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Pass incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking what's going on here. 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. On 3rd down so far in this first half, relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 47.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle. A huge man. Hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A very solid gain of 27.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The first throw for the backup Foles. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Cordarrelle Patterson. Incomplete. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Lions 28. Bears.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down into half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Up second and 3.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Second and 3. Now Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Foles. And he's He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete.
The dialogue that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. On the return, here's Agnew. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now at Ford Field. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Bears 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Deshaun Hand picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Owen, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And rough go there on 3rd down. Loss of 4. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on